Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Arapana. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have a 15-month-old daughter and I am expecting another baby girl. She's due June 28th, 2019. So today I thought, since I'm 17 weeks, that I would share first trimester must-haves. These are things that really helped me with morning sickness and my body just changing so much. So these are just tips and tricks, I guess, and products that I've used to help me through my first trimester. I am into my second trimester at this point, so I just thought, why not share these things with you guys? Maybe it could help some of you. Even if you take like one tip or trick away from this video, it's somewhat helpful, because I know when you're suffering with morning sickness, anything helps. Like anything that will give you some kind of relief will help you. So I thought I would just share what I went through for both of my first trimesters, for both pregnancies, and yeah, so if you like these types of videos, or if you want to follow me on my journey through pregnancy with my second daughter, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and let me know if you like these types of videos, these like pregnancy related videos. Let me know if you're expecting yourself, things like that. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into some of the products that I have used. The first thing I want to talk about is a pretty obvious thing, but I feel like you should be drinking a lot of water. Water is just really good for you in general, and it's really good for the baby. So what I recommend is getting an insulated water bottle. This is a Swell water bottle that I've had for a few years now, and I absolutely love this thing. It keeps your drinks cold up to 24 hours, and it can keep your drinks hot up to 12 hours. I mostly just use it for the cold part. So I find when you're suffering with morning sickness, really cold water helps. So I would just fill this up with water and I would drink it throughout the night or throughout the day, and it would really help. I just find that really cold water, even with some ice inside, really helps. So I'll just show you what the nozzle looks like. It's not that big of a nozzle, but it really does keep your water cold. And something about the coldness of the water hitting your stomach, it just helps so much. There is another brand, Yeti, that everyone talks about. I do not have a Yeti water bottle, but I kind of want one. But I just prefer Swell because I like the packaging on the Swell water bottles better than the Yeti ones, and it really does work. So highly recommend getting yourself an insulated water bottle. The next thing I want to talk about are types of drinks that I have used that have definitely helped in the first trimester during that stage of morning sickness. I still do experience morning sickness, but it is very mild at this point, so I think I'm finally getting over it. But things that have definitely helped in the first trimester, in the very few weeks of pregnancy, is seltzer water. So get yourself some seltzer water. I would recommend getting unflavored ones, or maybe just like a lime or lemon flavored seltzer water. Don't do like the sweet flavored seltzer waters. Like for me personally, I find that those just don't help. I find that like plain seltzer water or lemon flavored seltzer water, those things help, just not the sweet ones or the flavored ones. I personally don't find that they help. So I think plain cold seltzer water, or even if you can't have it cold, just have it warm, anything seltzer in it is good for you. It will help ease the nausea. Ginger ale is really good, but for some reason I just prefer seltzer water over the ginger ale. I find that it kind of just helps me more. Maybe it just has more bubbles in it and it's not as sweet. So seltzer water, ginger ale, coconut water does help, but it has to be really cold. So cold coconut water. And then I also found this tea at Target. It is a caffeine-free tea. It's by the brand Pink Stork. This is a morning sickness tea, and this does help. In the first trimester, I did find that it really did not help me when I was really sick with morning sickness. It didn't really relieve the nausea, and if it did, it was just for a little bit. But found it very helpful when my morning sickness was like easing off a little bit, when I just had, like, say my nausea was from a 1 to 10 and my nausea was like at a 5, I found that it helped me then a lot. But if my nausea was at like a 12 from 1 to 10, it did not help at all. Just mildly if it did. But if your nausea is like at a 5 or below, I find that it does really help. So I occasionally drink this at night when I'm feeling a little bit like queasy, because I still drink this to this day and it really does help. It's caffeine free. It's a really great brand. I just love this brand, Pink Stork. Check them out. They're at Target. Check them out on Amazon. Their products are amazing. Thing I'm going to talk about, I don't know if they're just a placebo effect or if they really work. These are just like wristbands. You put them around your wrist on your pressure point and they kind of relieve nausea. So I use these in my first pregnancy and I use them now, and I feel like they somewhat work. I don't know if it's in my head or because it really is hitting those pressure points, and that does help relieve nausea. I googled it, things like that. So I don't know if it's placebo, I don't know if it's working, if it's actually really 100% working, but it doesn't hurt to try when you're suffering through your first trimester and you're just not feeling yourself and you're not feeling well at all and you have to go on about your life. Anything you try will help. So I would try checking out different brands of wristbands. This one I don't find that I like that much as the other one. These are PSI bands. I got these from Target. I will try to link everything down below, so just check the description box, and I will link the ones I used in my first pregnancy. I found those to be more effective than these. The thing that I don't have to show you because I don't have any more are Preggy Pops. I'll insert a picture of the Preggy Pops. Those things are amazing. They're just hard candies and they have like a little bit of a sour taste to them, and something about sour candies when you're feeling a little bit nauseous, it just helps for some reason. Something sour is just really good for you. So I love Preggy Pops. They give you temporary relief as you're sucking on the candies. They really help. I would just try to like keep the candies dissolving in your mouth for as long as possible to keep the effect going. So like don't like eat it all right away, like just let it dissolve slowly in your mouth so you can have the longer effects of it. I used to take those all the time when I was working, when I was pregnant with Alea. I used to take them like when I was traveling, my commute to work, and I used to take them like anytime I felt a little bit nausea coming on and I needed some temporary relief. Those are amazing. I highly recommend them, so go check those out. I think peppermint definitely helps your nausea. There's something about peppermint that just it's just refreshing and it gives you like a mild sense of relief. So any peppermint candies you can find, you know, those old lady candies you always have in your purse, those are amazing for nausea along with the Preggy Pops. And I found these products at Bath and Body Works. There's also a shower gel that I use, but I do not have that anymore. I finished that off, so I will again leave everything linked down below, or I'll try to insert a picture of the shower gel that I use. It goes along with this lotion. This is the Aromatherapy Bath and Body Works Peppermint Essential Oil. This is amazing. I would use this anytime I felt really nauseous. I didn't use it every day, and I kind of got it late. I wish I had gotten it sooner in my pregnancy, but I kind of got it late and I love it. It's amazing for peppermint oil. It gives you that temporary relief. Like I would use the body wash in the shower, the peppermint, and just the smell of it is just refreshing and tingling, and it just relieves your nausea for a bit. It gives you like a nice, I don't know, something about it that just, I don't know, it's just amazing. And then I would come out the shower and then I would put this all over my body, and mostly a lot on my hands, so I could like smell my hands throughout the day or for the rest of the night until I fell asleep, because it's just amazing. So anything peppermint. You can also get like an essential oil diffuser and put peppermint drops in that. I haven't tried that. I do have an essential oil diffuser, I just never bought peppermint oil, but I would try that if I were you and let me know if that works. But anything peppermint on your body, it just helps. And this was, I don't know if this is limited edition, it was just for the holiday time. This is like my second or third bottle of this. This is the Bath and Body Works Twisted Peppermint Creamy Luxe Hand Soap. So anything that I could get peppermint, I bought like peppermint hand soaps, peppermint lotions, peppermint body washes, and I did buy, I think it's also a limited edition that I don't have anymore, it was the Mrs. Meyer's peppermint dish soap. So I also bought dish soap that was peppermint just to help relieve my nausea. Anything that would help, I'm telling you, just try. It does not hurt to try. So yeah, I highly recommend anything peppermint, peppermint essential oils, anything like that. Next few things I'm talking about are going to be things that you might actually need prescribed from your doctor, and the other one you can actually pick up over the counter. So the first thing, I think you can actually pick this up over the counter or get it prescribed by your doctor if your insurance will pay for it. I'm not sure. This is just a knockoff brand of Unisom. This is Walsom. This is the Walgreens brand, and I've been using this in conjunction with vitamin B6, which is a prescription because it's only 25 mgs, and you cannot buy this over the counter. Your doctor will have to prescribe it because the mgs are so, the milligrams are just so low that you cannot buy it over the counter. This is 25 mg, but you can buy this over the counter. So these two conjunction, this is what your doctor will recommend for you to help with morning sickness. And I would take one pill of this, so it's only one of this a day, and I think this is either one or two, I'm not sure, but I would only take it one a day. Just make sure you check everything with your doctor before you put anything into your body, because you don't want it to affect the baby. I did check with my doctor, and these things are okay for me to use. And you can't get addicted to these sleeping pills. The dosage is just so low. I did ask her if this was like something you could get addicted to, and she kind of laughed and she was like, no, you can't. And you take the B6 with it, and something about it just helps relieve your nausea. I know I had really bad nausea at night time because you tend to wake up a lot during the night. You're not sleeping as well when you become pregnant, and this just helps you sleep through the night, and it just helps with that really bad nausea at night when you wake up in the middle of the night and you just feel like you're gonna throw up. This definitely helps with it. So those are things you need to get from your doctor. Also, I don't have it with me, you get prescription prenatal vitamins. So I couldn't take my prenatal vitamins anymore. They were making me so sick, and I just stopped taking them because I just couldn't stomach them at that point anymore. So I found these over the counter. These are just the Olly prenatal gummies, and I really like them. I would take them. I'm like almost out. I'm gonna go back to my prescription prenatal because I feel like that is definitely more, it's just better for the baby and for your body. I find that, and I think as someone else I saw on YouTube said that the gummies are not as effective as like the pill. So once this is done, I'm gonna finish this off, and then I'm gonna switch back to my pill because that is more effective during pregnancy. I don't know if you guys know, there's a very expensive pill that the insurance company does not cover. I think it's about $200, and it's called Declegus. And it is a pill that recently came out, I think a few years ago, that helps relieve morning sickness, nausea, vomiting, and all of that. I did take it with my first daughter. I was really sick. I bought those pills, and you know what, they worked. They did not stop everything. I was still sick while taking the pills. I still felt very nauseous. I still felt very sick, but it stopped the vomiting, and it helped ease off the nausea a lot. But I switched insurance companies, and I'm not working anymore. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I just cannot afford to pay $200 for 1 month's supply of pills. So I was like, oh God, please let there be something else. So I was looking around in Target one day, and I was like, there has to be something. There is something. There is something that you can use that is not $200. It is $20, and it is this pink Stork Probiotic. I did run this by my doctor as well, and she said it was okay. Make sure you run everything by your doctor before you take it. This is just a natural probiotic. It's a prenatal probiotic. It says reduces morning sickness, helps with heartburn, constipation, and promotes a healthy gut. You can take 2 of these a day. I was taking 2 of these a day at first, and now that my nausea is subsiding, it is going away, I only take 1 at night. So this stuff is amazing. I compare it to Declegus 100%. So if you were taking Declegus right now and you want to try something way cheaper, $20 compared to $200, go to Target, check this out. Go to Amazon, check it out. I promise you, it feels the same. Like I'm still sick while taking this. I was still sick while taking Declegus. I wasn't 100%, but it makes your nausea and vomiting so much more manageable than if you were not taking this. This was a godsend. I'm so happy I found this, and if you know of anyone that's pregnant or you yourself are pregnant, I'm just highly recommending this to you. It did not work like right away. Like, it took me like, my body had to get adjusted to it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is bio oil. I used this stuff in my first pregnancy and I'm using it now, and I kid you not, up until the point I gave birth to my daughter, I had 0 stretch marks. I did not wait to use this until I was in my second trimester. The moment I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I do not want stretch marks. If I could prevent myself from getting a ton of stretch marks as compared to like 1 or 2 or 3, you know, I would rather do that. So I started using bio oil like the moment I found out I was pregnant in my first pregnancy and this pregnancy. I went online and I ordered it right away. This one is a small one. I got a value pack from BJ's, so they sell the big one, I think it's like a 6 ounce, and then they sell the mini one with the 6 ounce in one pack, and I think it's $30, so it's definitely cheaper at BJ's or Costco if you have one of those memberships. So that's where I got it. Oops. So that's where I bought this little one from, and it came with the big one. So I'm just using the little one first, and then I'll use the big one. So yeah, I absolutely love this stuff. Oh my god, it is amazing. So I kid you not, up until the point I gave birth to my daughter at 38 weeks. She did come 2 weeks early. I had 0 stretch marks. I started noticing very, very faint, light stretch marks on my stomach after I started losing the pregnancy weight. The baby weight was coming off, and then I noticed, I don't even think it was me, I think my husband noticed before I did, that I had very faint stretch marks. Like, you can't tell they're even there. Like, they're so light, you just can't see them. So I didn't gain stretch marks from gaining weight, but I didn't see anything there, neither did my husband. But when I was losing the baby weight, we noticed my skin going back, so then I had stretch marks there. So I don't know if they were there before or they came after. Like, I don't know, because I know you can get stretch marks from gaining weight and by losing weight. So yeah, they were so light, and I feel like if I didn't use this stuff from the very beginning, I feel like my stretch marks would have been really dark and they would have been very obvious, like at first sight. Like, you really have to look, like stare at my stomach to see my stretch marks. Like, you really cannot see them at all. So I feel like don't wait until like your second or third trimester, definitely not your third trimester, to start using like any sort of things to help prevent with your stretch marks. And I would just apply it all over my stomach very generously. I started applying it to my boobs, and then whatever was like left over on my hands, I would just apply it here, because I do have stretch marks here from pre-baby, just from gaining weight previously, that I have some stretch marks here. So I already had those. So I definitely recommend this stuff. This is like by far the best. I feel like an oil is better than like any cream, because an oil penetrates a little bit deeper, and this is safe for pregnancy, so don't worry about that. Make sure whatever you're using is pregnancy safe, because you don't want to put something with a lot of chemicals onto your body, because it's being absorbed into your, you know, your skin, your bloodstream, and it's getting to baby, and you don't want that. But this stuff is safe, and I would apply this generously every day on my body, morning and night. Sometimes not even in the morning, sometimes just at night after my nightly shower, sometimes in the morning. Right now I've just been using it at night, so I highly recommend this stuff. I highly recommend an oil over a cream or anything like that. Oils just penetrate deeper into your skin than a cream would. Invest in some maternity leggings. These are actually maternity jeggings from Walmart, and I think they were like $12, and I absolutely love these things. If you are a first-time mom, you might not need maternity leggings because it is your first baby, and when you have your first baby, your stomach does not get as, well, for me and for a lot of women, it doesn't get as big right away. If this is your second, third, fourth, fifth, how many babies you've had, as long as it's not your first baby, you need some maternity pants. I feel like when you have a second baby, your body just goes back into mommy pregnancy mode right away. You just pop out a lot more in your stomach. And in my first pregnancy, I think I was wearing maternity clothes, but I feel like I wasn't so desperate for them. Like, I could still get away with wearing my jeans or just like shirts and stuff. Well, you don't really need to invest in like maternity shirts and sweaters and stuff like that. I feel like that kind of stretches, so you really don't need that right away in your first trimester. Second trimester, yes, you'll probably need some clothes, but I feel for your first trimester, for your pants, like you need some maternity jeans, maternity jeggings, maternity leggings, whatever you can get, something really stretchy and comfortable that's not gonna like constrict your stomach. So I would invest in some maternity leggings or jeggings or jeans in your first trimester. I would not wait, and you don't want to wait till you wake up one morning and you can't button your pants anymore to find something to wear. Just invest in them. They're not expensive. I do have a pair of maternity leggings that I love that I got from Topshop when I was pregnant with Leia, and I couldn't find them for this video, but I can't find them anymore online. I don't know why. I don't know if Topshop stopped making their maternity leggings or maternity section. Like, I tried to look online and only found like one pair of maternity jeans from Topshop, and I love Topshop jeans. Like, I wear them so much when I'm not pregnant, obviously, because now I can't find any maternity jeans that are Topshop. But I recommend like Old Navy. I recommend H&M for more affordable jean options. Target has a great little maternity section for jeans and stuff like that. You don't have to spend a lot of money on maternity clothes. Walmart, like, just go online if there's not a lot of selection in your stores and just look for like basic maternity stuff. So yeah guys, I think that is it. That is my tips and tricks for surviving your first trimester, and things that I cannot show you, I'm just gonna say try to get as much rest as you can. That is very important. Try to, again, drink a lot of water. Try to always keep your stomach full, even if you are nauseous, even if you are not hungry. Please always try to keep your stomach full, because that will help keep your nausea at bay. There was so many times that I was disgusted, totally disgusted by the food I was eating. I did not want to eat it. I just wanted to like go lay down and curl up in a ball, but I couldn't. And I knew if I just forced myself, which is horrible when you're pregnant and you're feeling so sick, just force yourself to eat through that meal, even though it's probably making you nauseous as you eat it. And I promise you, once you've finished eating and you've let it sit and digest for like 15 minutes, you're going to feel better. Trust me on this. I didn't do this in my first pregnancy, and I wish I did, but once you eat, your baby is full, your stomach is full, you are full, you will feel better. Not initially, but once that food sinks into your body and absorbs, you are going to feel better. So always keep your stomach full. And another tip I have for you is, first thing in the morning when you wake up, don't get up out of bed right away. Make sure you have some crackers, some bread, some peanuts, something solid right next to your bed, and you start eating that right away. You start eating those crackers, those whatever helps you, bread, dry toast, or have your hubby or have someone help you make something and bring it to you in bed. And if you can't have someone bring you something in bed, just have everything ready for yourself in the morning when you wake up. Just eat it. Eat it before you get up, before you sit up, before anything. Just try to eat something, try to drink some water, some seltzer water, and let that help start your day. I find that if you wait too long to eat, or you get up right away, it just makes you more nauseated. And I feel like if you start your morning off that way, it kind of helps. It sets the tone for the rest of the day. So make sure you're eating solid foods, heavy foods. Make sure you're eating smaller portions but more frequently throughout the day, and that will help save you tremendously. Don't worry about gaining weight. You're gonna gain weight. You're pregnant, and it is okay. Just make sure you're eating heavy carbs, because it's just gonna help you a lot more than eating like a small, like, I don't know, like an egg. Like, that just sounds gross when you're pregnant. Like, eggs just sound gross. But like, make sure you're eating a lot of carbs, rice, crackers, bread, bagels, whatever. I found that eating, even like when my nausea was starting to wear off but I was still sick, I found that eating like a Snickers bar, not the healthiest, not the best for you, but the protein, the peanuts in there, something about it just helps. Maybe the sugar, I don't know what it is, but something about it just helps. You want to be healthy during your pregnancy, you want to eat right, and you want to do things for the baby. But in your first trimester, you are trying to survive. So you are in survival mode, and there is nothing wrong with doing what you need to do to survive. Once you start feeling better, you can start focusing more on healthier meals, more balanced meals for you and babies. So I just hope you guys enjoyed this, and again, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave any comments down below, and I look forward to having you come along with me on this journey through my pregnancy. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.